We are going to start by opening up sacred space. So I invite you to close your eyes here, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what is it that I need to be releasing today? What do I need to release from my body, my mind, and my soul? What is my soul ready to release? And that is what our reading is going to be about. So we're going to start by cleansing the space. And I just want to let you know that if this found you, if you were guided to this video, then it is time for you to release something in your life. You are ready. You are ready to step into this new version of yourself. And when we want to step into the new version of ourselves, when we want to call in anything that is new, we need to create space for that. We cannot be living with the old habits in the old timelines and calling in the new. There's just no space, and you're not allowing what needs to leave you to actually leave. Now, in shamanic practice, we call this the direction of the south, which is the direction of the serpent. And Mother Serpent, she invites us to shed our past the way she sheds her skin all at once. When we call unto such a mama, Mother Serpent, serpents of the waters, we are asking her to help us to release everything that no longer serves us. And no matter where you are in your journey, you are going to have something. And what we are going to be doing today is I am going to do an oracle card reading for you that's maybe going to give you more information and shed some light on what needs to go. And then we're going to be doing a fire ceremony, which is an ancient shamanic practice, because it is through ceremony that we are able to really embody and awaken that part of our brain, the part that is controlled by and is gotten to by ritual. It's an ancient part of your brain. And no matter what you do on the outside, when you tap into this level, you are releasing on a very different level. You are not just speaking about it, but you're releasing it energetically from your energy body. So I'm going to begin by opening up sacred space. And allowing myself to receive the exact messages that need to come through for us today. I'm beginning with the Mystical Shaman's Oracle. Asking what do we need to shed today? What do we need to let go? What do we need to let go of today? Again, one card has flipped over. And the card I have is the Council. So I'm going to read what this card means. And it came in the upright position, which means that it's not a medicine that we need to receive. The essence of this card: the council are the luminous beings who hold the collective wisdom of humanity. They are the ones before whom you will do your life review when you cross into the world of spirit. A life review is when we place our good and our bad deeds on a divine scale and attempt to explain why we did not love or forgive or dare as greatly as we might have. Know that their wisdom is available to you at all times when you live in a state of yes, in an unconditional relationship with life. They remind you of your place around a sacred fire which has been reserved for you since the beginning of time. You will claim it when you own your inner wisdom. The invitation is the council has a message for you. Listen with your inner senses. The handwriting is already on the wall. So look about you and you will discern its meaning. Do not wait for further science. Embark on the journey to love deeply, forgive sincerely, and dare greatly. Take the leap without requiring life to assure you of success. So what does that mean? What does that mean for us in where we are going now and what we need to let go of? So this is basically us letting go of the hesitation, of the self-doubt. It is where you appear in counsel and you need to listen to your inner senses. What if we need to listen to our inner senses now? What do we need to let go of? Listening externally, looking for external validation, looking for information from the outside, rather than trusting what is within us, then going and asking our highest versions of ourselves. Let me tell you that the way of the world has shifted to where we are always looking outside of us. Whether you are consulting the internet, I mean, that is probably where we go most of the time first, or whether it's going to some kind of specialist or leader in any field. And there are places for this. There are situations and there are environments where you do want to consult with the leaders in the field. That is super important. But then we need to look at where do we seek the external guidance when we should be looking inside. And we can take this to so many places, but it can be as simple as you ask permission for everything that you do, even as an adult. And I know a thing or two about this because this is how I have lived. I never developed that sense of self-worth, that self-trust. So I could never make even the simplest decision without checking in with somebody to validate what I knew I should be doing. Following my heart, following that beautiful, deep instinct, the one that whispers, not the one that screams. We need to start developing this connection to our intuition. That is what this card is speaking to. This is not you looking externally. This is you moving into a very grounded, sacred space and recognizing that you are an extension of the sacred. You are an extension of the Great Spirits. You are your own greatest guide. And obviously, if it makes sense to go and ask somebody about a specific situation in a specific area that you are not a specialist in, that's going to make sense. This is why we have a team that we could work with. But I'm talking about the decisions that are going to be for your best. You need to start going within. And in order to get to that place where you start to trust your inner guidance, You need to shut down all of the external noise. You need to create stillness in your life so that you can reconnect. So that is a beautiful message. And what we're going to be doing in our fire ceremony is I want you to start just reflecting on what would you like to let go of? What are the old habits that no longer serve you? What are the old things that you cling to? The old situations, the maybe the roles that have expired in your life. Maybe you just keep repeating a pattern and not going anywhere, and you just want your way out. Just bringing it out of the darkness into the light, just bringing it into your conscious awareness is going to already take away that subconscious control and that power that it has over you. So where now you know what it is, even if you don't take any action, even if you don't do anything to get rid of it, just bringing it into awareness is already enough for you. Okay, so the next deck that I'm going to be working with is the Shaman's Dream Oracle, just for a little bit of more clarity on this card that we received, the Council, and what we need to let go of. Give us a little bit more clarity on the Council card, what we need to let go of, a little bit more direction, clarity. And forgive me, guys, I am new at this. I have been a health coach, and now I am a shaman, and oracle cards are new to me. I have begun to start like tapping into my channel abilities and my psychic abilities, and it surprised me. I used to be very cynical about this kind of thing. And so this video has been so long overdue. There we go. Wow. Okay, this is just a beautiful card. The card that came flying out was Stars in the Sky, Limitless Possibility. And I just want to take some time to reflect on what I am seeing in this card. Firstly, the blue. The fact that this entire card is like different shades of blue speaks directly through your throat chakra, speaks to the energy of your expression, of your voice, of speaking the words and expressing the areas of you that you have kept hidden. And we have this beautiful figure that is sitting in a yogic meditation pose. And you can see that there are these channels that are channeling the stars in the sky and connecting directly to the mudra that she is holding with her fingers. She is literally channeling stars in the sky. And you know, if you look at the galaxies and if you look at the cosmos, that's limitless possibility. So if we release this external validation, we step into limitless possibility. And obviously, it has something to do with that, expressing that through your throat chakra. So I want to read what the book says about it. It is number 51, if that's going to mean anything to you. Stars in the Sky, Limitless Possibility, Embracing Opportunity. When you look up into the velvety dark blanket of the night sky, covering the vast expanse of space, can you count all the stars twinkling above? Never. Can you imagine that you are only glimpsing a teeny sliver of what is actually there? This is the domain of limitless possibility, of the never-ending sea of potential that you yourself are made of now and have now at your disposal. Your life right now is alive with possibility. Your life right now needs you to clear focus, to home in on what avenue of exploration most calls to you. It's time to choose and not be distracted by the sheer magnitude of what might be. Be here now. Gather your thoughts and your most cherished dreams. Focus on the brightest star in your never-ending sky and take small steps, small movements towards calling this glittering potential into reality. If you can imagine this and hold that vision, you will summon all the celestial helpers and guides to aid you in bringing it into fruition. Keep your focus on the essence of potential rather than the form of it. This means release the hows, release the logistics, release the details of it, and allow Spirit to take the reins. The universe has its own ideas of how best to serve you and all of us at the same time. When you try to figure out the details and the ways in which something must work out, you actually limit yourself. Because when you just give it to Spirit and you just give it to universe, then what's going to happen is that everything will just fall into place and it will work out for the best in everybody's life, right? For the best of all. Trust this as fact rather than theory, and you ought not act surprised when your dreams come true, for they surely will, exactly how you need them to. And sometimes we get what we need. Well, not sometimes, all the times. We get what we need, not always what we want. And when we later reflect on it, we realize that it was exactly what we needed. Okay, so this was beautiful. The council told us that what we need to let go of is the external validation, permission, and moving towards inner guidance, and remembering that our inner guidance is connected to the universal knowing of all intelligence, that you don't have to necessarily feel like you're not enough, that you have everything within you, but you need to practice this and you need to see that you have everything within you. It's just that right now we've been conditioned to think that everything outside of ourselves holds more wisdom than we do. And to undo that, you're going to do what you haven't been doing. And when you do something that you haven't been doing, your brain is going to say, you are wrong, you are wrong, you are in danger, but you're not. Remember that the brain is a data processor and it's based on the past and it's based on the familiar. And if you want new things, if you don't want to just keep repeating what has been going on in the past for you, then you need to face those fears and the fear will come up. And that is this whole theme of the reading that we did today, is about what are we letting go of? What do we no longer want in our lives? What no longer serves us, and how can we let that go? And now what we're going to do is a fire ceremony. This is a death arrow, as we call it. And I'm going to invite you to take a moment and think about what you want to let go of. What are you ready to release in your life? This could be people. This could be places. This could be habits. This could be an inner narrative. Maybe it is of self-doubt. Maybe it is of fear. Maybe it is of resentment. Maybe you are holding on to being a victim. So I'm going to invite you. I'm going to hold up the stick. Okay, let me just say that shamans operate out of linear time. We operate in the quantum space. We operate out of space and time. So you, wherever you are, and whatever time of day it is that you are watching this, we are connecting across this virtual space. We are connecting in the quantum. We are connecting in the spiral of time, not on chronological time. Okay? So I'm going to hold up the dead arrow. And what you're going to do is you are going to blow into this end everything that you want to release and everything that you are ready to let go of. So I'm going to hold this up, and I want you to just envision yourself blowing everything in here that you are ready to let go of and ready to release. And really feel these things within your body. Really feel whatever's coming up for you and allow it to leave your body on the exhale as you blow in everything. Just blow everything out. And now on this side of our death arrow, you're gonna blow in what you are calling in. Are you calling in more bravery, more light, more courage, more love? The opposite of everything that you blew in here. What are you now calling in? You're just going to close your eyes and you are going to take your time and really feel the excitement of what you're calling in. Start to visualize it in your reality. Now blow that into the stick. Remember that fire is ancient. Fire awakens something within us, and fire is also that of rapid transformation because everything is energy. And when you give it to the fire, you immediately release the energy. So once you have done this, I am now going to take this to the fire. First, allowing everything that we want to release. We're just going to take that to the fire. And I want you to just watch this burn. Watch it burn. And take a moment to really feel within your body how it is leaving your body. And then I am going to light the other side of my stick just to energize and call in everything that we were calling in and replacing what we are releasing. What are we ready to release? So I'm just going to put that down and let it burn safely. If you ever want to do this, please do it in a safe way. Maybe you want a glass of water where you can extinguish your fire so that you are not setting things on fire. There's just something so beautiful about fire, and fire is also very powerful. Okay, fire has the ability to destroy, which is what we're doing here. in an instant, the way the snake sheds her skin all at once, not scale by scale, not story by story. And I'm just going to show you how beautifully that is burning here in my fire safe bowl, where I've done very, very many fire ceremonies. And I want you to just place your hands on your heart and take a moment to feel everything that's just left in a very rapid, instant way. Just feel the space that it's creating within you. And let's not rush this, because we've taken possibly decades of accumulating this. And as you envision all of that releasing, I want you to start seeing all that you have been, all that you called in to the other side of your death arrow. What are we replacing it with? Just take a moment and really see it and feel it in your body. How would it feel to be brave, to stand up for yourself, to be confident, to be whatever you called in? And now that's burnt away completely. I am going to share with you my fire. And we're just going to gather up this fire. You can gather mine, because we are out of space and time. We're in the quantum. Gather up this light and bring it to your crown chakra. Now just feel that light into your entire body, rewriting the old stories, the old habits, the old code. Gather up that light again and bring it to your belly, into the solar plexus. Feeling that beautiful ball of solar energy, of yellow light in your solar plexus. And bringing that light into your heart, your organ of frequency, so that you may now transmit a whole different frequency, calling in all of the new. Just feel your entire body full of the light. And just take a moment to pause here. And I'm going to hold this card up one more time, so that maybe you want to screenshot it and reflect on it later. It is a very illuminated card, I would say. There's a lot of light in this card, and a lot of yellow, which speaks to the solar plexus, your sense of self-power, calling back your self-power. And I'm going to hold up this card so that you might want to screenshot this and reflect on it later, maybe meditate on it later. And I am just going to close sacred space. And I want to thank you for allowing me to channel this reading for you, and for allowing me to hold this safe, sacred space for you. I hope that you were able to release, and you will find that you will feel this release more and more as you go. Because what we've done now is we have created a beautiful energetic release. And it will continue to anchor, and you will continue to embody it. So in every moment, ask yourself, is this the old me or is this the new me? The light in me sees the light in you.